Hello everybody and welcome to another comic reading. Today we will be doing Captain America Comics, number 1. The first appearance of Captain America. 45 thrilling pages of Captain America, Sentinel of Our Shores, plus other great features. Smashing through, Captain America came face to face with Hitler. Also, Captain America's young ally, Bucky. Captain America, case number 1, meet Captain America. USA 1941. I'm not sure this will have credits here. Okay, there it does. Never mind. USA 1941, as ruthless warmongers of Europe focus their eyes on a peace-loving America, the youth of our country heeds the call of arms for defense. But great is the danger of foreign attack as the threat of invasion from within. The dreaded fifth column was each joined the army with the forged papers now to carry out the Fuhrer's plans. Yeah, everything's in readiness. American Munitions, Inc. By Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. The resulting wave of sabotage and treason paralyzes the vital defense industry. While in Washington, I tell you, Mr. President, there is no stopping these vermin. They're so firmly entrenched in our ranks that I hesitate to give a confidential report to even my most trusted aide. And now I'm spotted with spies. It's useless. What would you suggest, gentlemen? A character out of the comic books, perhaps the Human Torch in the army would solve our problem. But seriously, gentlemen, something is being done. And I forgot to tell you because, well, I wasn't sure, but now, please send in Mr. Grover. Gentlemen, may I introduce J. Arthur Grover, head of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, who has a plan that may interest you. At the FBI's chief's request, the army men disguise himself in civilian clothes and follow him through a secret door to a waiting car. But just cautious, gentlemen, this plan must be protected by the utmost security. They are driven to a shabby tenement district and pull up to a sinister-looking curio shop. This shop is merely a blind behind which our secret is being perfected. The door slowly opens and a gnarled, bony hand reaches for a waiting automatic, then, recognizing the visitor, places the firearm. The formula has been found. They are waiting for you. Nothing to worry about. These men are high-ranking army officials. I'm glad to see you, sir. I think you won't be disappointed this time. The officials follow the old shopkeepers up a musty stairway through a maze of decrepit rooms and stop at a heavily barred door, which opens at a whispered command. Mr. Grover, we were hoping you'd come. The astonished men enter to find a surprising modern laboratory. The army officer gasps in startled amazement as the wrinkled old shopkeeper sheds her wizened face to become a astoundingly beautiful young woman. The young lady behind the rubber mask is X-13, one of our most trusted agents. Grover and his pretty agent silently motion the army men to seats in a small observation room as the scientists reveal the fruits of their experiments. A side door opens and a frail young man steps into the laboratory. Don't be afraid, son. You're about to become one of America's saviors. Calmly, the young man allows himself to be inoculated with a strange seething liquid. There, it is done. Now to watch the reaction. Observe this young man closely. Today he volunteered for army service. He was refused because of his unfit condition. His chance to serve his country seemed gone. Little does he realize that the serum coursing through his blood is rapidly building his body and brain tissue until his stature and intelligence increase to an amazing degree. The people in the observation room gape in wonder at the scene before them. Why, look! He's changing! It works! It works! It is working. There's power surging through those glowing muscles. Millions of cells forming at incredible speeds. Behold, the crowning achievement of all my years of hard work, the first of a corps of super agents whose mental and physical ability will make them a terror to spies and saboteurs. We shall call you Captain America, son, because like you, America shall gain the strength and the will to safeguard our shores. But the hand of democracy's enemy reaches deep into the ranks of America's high officials. One of the army men witnessing the demonstration is in the pay of Hitler's Gestapo. I'm afraid this one experiment must never reach the final test. death to the dogs of democracy. Ugh. Professor Einstein, what? Bam! The spy's muffled gun speaks again before the group can recover from its surprise. The vial containing the valuable serum shatters into 1,000 pieces. Crash! His treachery discovered, the spy turns his fire on the infuriated group in the observation room. Look out, Mr. Grover! Suddenly, the enemy agent's eyes widen in horror as a terrible vengeance in the form of Captain America leaps toward him. Come on out, you skunk! Sock. Wham. Half crazed with fear and pain, the spy stumbles into the laboratory equipment in a frantic effort to escape the terrific beating. He becomes measured in a powerful coils of wire, which, like bands of death, cause 1,000,000 volts of electricity to burn out his life. Nothing left to him but charred ashes, a fate he well deserved. I'm not sure which order to read this. I don't like these panels. I'm going to go down, I guess. Who is... How am I supposed to read this? Okay, I'm going to read down bottom here. Who is Captain America? A whole nation thrills to his daring exploits. His name becomes a symbol of courage to millions of Americans in a by-world of terror in the shadow world of spies. Although the Wonder Serum has been destroyed, its first creation, Captain America, becomes a powerful force in the battle against spies and saboteurs. Captain America captures Spy Ring. Captain America nabs Spy. Captain America prevents dam explosion. Captain America, nation #1 spy buster. Who is Captain America? I guess supposed to read right to left. Well, golly. Camp Lean, or that is, the United States Army, Bucky Barnes, mascot of their regiment, approaches Private Steve Rogers. Oh, Steve, look, it's this Captain America done it again. Boy, I'd like to meet this guy. I wish I could be like him. Maybe you can, Bucky. Maybe you can. That same night when Bucky visits Steve's tent, he makes a startling discovery. What in? Hello, Steve. I came down to... You're Captain America. You little rascal, I have to tan your hide. I guess you got me dead to rights. I am Captain America. Gosh, gee whiz, golly! I never thought. From now on, we must both share the secret together. That means you're my partner, Bucky. And so, Bucky's dreams fulfill as he fights side by side with Captain America against the vicious elements who seek to overthrow the U.S. government. Here is how you can become a member of Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, and join Captain America in his war against the spies and enemies, and who threaten our very independence. Send 10 cents to Timely Publications, 330 West, 42nd Street, New York City, New York, to cover costs of mailing and receive a real official badge and membership card. Member Sentinel of Liberty. I solemnly pledge to uphold the principle of the Sentinel of Liberty and assist Captain America in his war against spies in the U.S. Signed, blank. Betty Ross, Bucky, Captain America, Sentinel of Liberty, number 58. Captain America, by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. What connection was there between the wave of sabotage that swept the U.S. defense industry and the strange little man who predicted it? What happened? No man but Captain America could solve the riddle. It's the Captain and I against all enemies of liberty. Today, Sando and Omar. Get your tickets now. Just 10 cents to see Sando and Omar predict the future. And now, ladies and gentlemen, my partner Omar shall perform the impossible. We shall predict the future. Two pairs of eyes meet and lock. Dwarfed Omar seems to vibrate under the terrific strain. Think, Omar. Think hard. Tell us what is to come. Think. Think, Omar. Think hard. The audience is held spellbound by the weird performance. Gee, look at that. Wonder if he can do it. Can't tell yet, but the future stuff gives me jitters. Very good, Omar. Now tell us what you see. Things getting clear now. A terrible accident is about to happen at Fort Bix. And at the very instant during war maneuvers, Fort Bix is shaken by a terrific blast. I'd never believe it. And just 2 seconds ago, Fort Bix was blown to pieces in a most mysterious manner. No word of how. Private Rogers and Bucky read the news. Seems mighty strange, eh, Bucky? Yeah, this Omar and Sando act sounds like a phony to me. What say we go down and see it in person? Okay by me, soldier. In his dressing room, Sando shakes off the mob of reporters. They say these guys can actually read the future. I wouldn't miss this for the world. You'll have to see it for yourselves, gentlemen, in our next act. Among the audience waiting for the show to begin are Steve Rogers and Bucky. I don't think they're a couple of fakes. Shh! They're starting now. Once more, the weird performances repeat as glaring eyes lock in Omar's mind, strives to pierce the future. Think! Think! I see a bridge, the Hilton Bridge. It's thick with traffic. The bridge is going to collapse. While all attention is drawn to the stage, Private Steve Rogers and Bucky slip into a corner. Hurry, Bucky, no time to lose. Let's go, maybe there's still time. Right. At that instant, a thunderous explosion from the outside, and Captain America knows that he is too late to prevent the disaster. Boom! The theater buzzes with excitement as Captain America and Bucky turn back to find Sando and Omar. Gangway! Let's see what Omar has to say to Captain America. Just a minute, Crystal Gazers. Who are you? I'll ask the questions, mister. How did you know the bridge was going to topple? Speak up! Suddenly, Omar makes a quick dash for the door. Come back, you runt! A woman's shrill cry of help causes Captain America to whirl about. That scream came from Sando's dressing room. Sorry, Sando, but I can't let you get away. Sock! That's funny, the room is quiet and dark. As Captain America enters the darkened room, the lights suddenly go on. Come in, Captain America, we've been expecting you. Well, if I haven't stumbled into a skunk's nest. In another corner of the room, Bucky and a beautiful but familiar girl are helplessly gripped by two burly Nazis. Betty Ross is the name, Captain. It seems we both have an interest in the same case. Ain't she pretty, Cap? Just then the door opens again, and Sando enters, nursing an aching jaw. You'll pay for that blow, Captain America, with slow torture. So you're one of the Fuhrer's flunkies, eh, Sando? The Nazi is Van Krantz, and I plan a chain of disasters that will destroy the morale of your whole country. I'm investing this ring for the government. Poor idiotic Omar is Von Krutz's tool. The Despoto's plans, the explosions, and the Von Krutz and Omar predicted them. That's all I want to know. Let's go, Bucky. I got you, Cap. Captain America and Bucky attack with the ferocity of twin tornadoes. Suddenly, the battered Von Krantz raises himself from the floor and, now you will breathe your last her, Captain. I'm going to blast us all to bits. Woo! Give me that. Bam. Nice work, Bucky. This finishes Von Krantz and his boys. Keep Krantz covered till the FBI arrives. Yes, but wait, you can't go. I want to thank you. Perhaps another time. Good night, Miss Ross. Captain America and Bucky disappear in the night, leaving behind them a wrecked spy ring and a puzzled girl. Watch for the next big issue. Captain America would like to hear from you. Write and tell him how you liked this book. Sure, letters at Captain America, 3330 West 42nd Street, New York City. Captain America felt himself crushed in a vice like gripped. Beware Nazi spies. Beware fifth communists. Or columnists. I shouldn't have thought it was communists, but that's not till later. Beware fifth columnists. Beware all enemies of the USA. Beware of the Ralph Uncle Sam's crazy secret against the mythical Captain America. Captain America and the Soldier's Soup. So I'm not going to read this, because who the hell cares? Captain America. In a secluded section of town, a weird figure approaches a chessboard. Weird horror struck at army officers whose wooden image were jumbled up on the Nazi chessboard, but Captain America made an unexpected move. So Admiral Parkins is giving a lecture tonight, eh? Heh. What a ill night for a chess game. You're an important man, my dear Admiral, too important for my cause. Too bad you must depart from your friend so abruptly. Even though you are a capable man, Admiral Parkins, I am your superior. You will never lecture tonight, for I am removing you from the game, Admiral. Parkins will die tonight. In an adjoining room, hard-faced foreign agents listen intently to a shortwave set. Admiral Perkins will die tonight. Your job, for you, number 15 and 3. You hear Cumberland, but we never see Rutclon's face. Fool! Of course you never see him. The time will come when all Americans will bow down before him, but feel the fear of the new regime. Time for the lecture, and the military figures flock to the important session.
Gee, I never liked these old meetings anyway.
Now, Bucky, that's no way to talk. Admiral Perkins is one of the country's leading men. We can learn something from him.
But I want to go out and chase crooks and... Shh! The Admiral's coming on now.
The curtain parts and the Admiral's acting mighty strange. Looks like something terrible had happened. He's dead! In another moment, the lecture hall is thrown into seething turmoil of anger, fighting men. Someone get the dirty killer! Lynch him! Lynch him! Come on, Bucky, that killer certainly is going to wait around here. Since this is America's problem, let's see what Captain America can do.
There he is! He's getting away!
In a lightning change, Perfect Rogers becomes a thrilling nemesis of spies and crooks, Captain America. All set, sonny boy? Let's go.
Wow!
Think you can handle a man's job, Bucky, my lad?
Sure you can. What do you think I am, a baby?
Then, after him, you stick around. I'm going aloft. Even as Bucky prowls through the darkened alleys, he's watched by the lurking killer.
What's this? I'm being tailed by a kid. I thought I heard a noise. What the?
Alright, take that, you young whelp.
Miss me.
Pow. 2 killings, 1 night. Ho! I'll be decorated for this.
My kingdom for a BB gun.
Looking for decorations, eh? A powerful figure leaps from the night. Here's a medal you'll have a hard time pawning. Ugh! If you enjoy life at all, you'll start talking fast. My kind never talks. Now isn't that just too bad? This calls for a little tightening of the windpipe. Suddenly, the roar of an atomic splits the still night air. Bang! Bang! Washington slumps in death as Captain America wards off a deadly hail of bullets.
What are we waiting for?
Killed by his own men. There they go, Bucky. 3 of them.
Too late. We'll never catch them now.
The only thing left is to return to camp as Private Rogers and regiment mascot, Bucky. Let's go, kid. Meanwhile, back at the Rathcote's hideout in the chessboard.
One last military genius to block my path to dictatorship. At this rate, I'll even rule the fatherland. Let me see. I'll nimbly jump the figure of General Ellsworth. He too must be removed. General Ellsworth will die tonight.
General Ellsworth will die tonight. Well, Hirsch, Strangler, or rather number 13, your turn is to come to serve the fatherland. I will give the general a special treatment. That same night in a U.S. Army camp, making a swell evening of it, huh, Rogers? I think I could do worse. And you're gonna to do worse. Your own special duty at General Ellsworth. So get it moving. That's why it's because Ellsworth comes down here for inspection. They put a sentry on his front door. Maybe he walks in his sleep. Yeah, well, drop in and tell him we're on duty. Looks like the general's had a hard day. The 2 friends stare in horror at the sight that greets their eye. Says, Steve, look! And right in our own camp. General Ellsworth lies slumped on his table, his last agony mourned in his sightless, staring eyes. The next day, a newspaper announced to America another brutal killing in the ranks of the nation's military command. Mystery killer strikes again. New outrage angers nation. General Ellsworth slain. Murders latest saboteurs. G-Man hard presses for action. This time is ripe for invasion. I'll have the American public begging for mercy on its knees before I'm through. General Ellsworth slain. Gas, tanks, planes, 1,000 weapons to whip them into submission. An iron hand such as she has never been seen. But first, 2 pieces must be removed from the board. On the other hand, I have a far better plan. I'll let them witness their own downfall. They shall see themselves removed. Attention, all of you. I want Captain America and the young brat brought to the headquarters alive. I got it here, chameleon. We got the boy and Captain America for a fellow, yeah, Herr Strangler, but none of your special treatment. Rathcon wants them alive. Does it too bad. I wanted so much to twitch his young neck. Later, back at the camp, Bucky fails to notice a menacing shadow. What the? Quite, I would like to talk with you.
And if I follow your directions, I'll actually find the guy that's been doing the killing.
Yeah, only you go alone, remember?
That night, Bucky quietly approaches a shabby building. I learned that big lug was spoofing me. Well, the door closed on me. The win, I guess. In moving pictures, the stairways also lead to something exciting. Think I'll stroll down and see what's what.
Now realizing what he's walking into, a trap, the courageous youth descends to the bottom of the stairs.
A recreation parlor, no less.
An eerie voice breaks the silence.
What in blue blazes? A miniature of Captain America and me?
Foolish boy, don't touch the chessboard.
Who are you?
My associates call me Rafcon, but one day you country will refer to me as its dictator.
Come, my lad, join me in a pleasant game of chess. Nothing doing, mister. I'm getting out of here. On the run.
Escape is useless, you little fool.
Trip me, eh? That will never do.
You dare show defiance to Rathcone? Bam!
Ow!
Once more I am the victor. How I yearn for the moment when my chessboard is wiped clean of all you who stand in my path. Let's see, I can either kill the boy at once or wait for his more capable companion. That's it, I'll wait for Captain America, then a double killing. Meanwhile, back in camp, Private Rogers returns to his tent. Bucky? Bucky, what's this, a note?
Sorry to hog all the fun, chum, but I'm going to the deserted house on Peak Street. I'm bringing home a killer, Bucky.
Deserted house on Peak Street? I should have known. That'd be a typical killer's hideout. No more time for routine stuff. From now on, the answer to Captain America. Later, Captain America makes a call on Peak Street. What a perfect hangout for foreign agents. Here's where I settle a few accounts for Uncle Sam. But another watches the approach of the darling crime fighter. Here comes your Captain America, fella. I give him a special treatment. No, you don't. Rat! Pow! I'll tear you apart and meet me in bare hands. I call this one the sleeper. Bam! And it usually works.
Tweet, tweet.
Hands up, Mr. Snooper, and keep them there. Won't you step in, said the spider to the fly, and be quick about it? This place is jammed with pleasant surprises. What's next on the menu? Hello, Bucky, or you rascal. I thought I'd find you here.
Keep it, Cap. Go to work on that bum.
I hope you enjoy your surprise. Unfortunately, our reckless friend is helpless. However, I allow him to sit in for a game of chess. It's a favorite pastime of mine, you'll know. Well, I'll be. So you've used us for chessmen. Exactly. And when the board is swept clean, I'll launch the mightiest blitzkrieg the world has yet seen. It's quite obvious I have the two of you trapped, and now to remove you for good. You! Now you've got my dander up. Quick as lightning, Captain America's foot lashes out. Just a gentle tap to silence him. Hurry, Cap, the others are coming. What makes you think they're coming?
They have a microphone that's in weird. The gang listened to it for orders.
Well, I'll be.
See, I told you. So,
if I didn't know we had the audience, I might have sung a few numbers. Rathcon's henchmen surged towards Captain America. Kill the Yankee swine! It's loose, not a second too soon. Wham! Another count settled for Uncle Sam.
Cap, I need help quick.
Bucky!
Let him have it, Fritz.
At the far side of the room, Bucky stares death in the face. Gangway! Pow!
Don't yank it slow to me dynamite.
Drop the penknife. Sock!
Ooh, that was sure close. Boy, look at Cap gonna work on those thighs.
This needs a finishing touch. Pow! Sock! Meanwhile, Rackham revives and dashes from the room.
You forgot one, Cap.
You'll never get me, Captain America. You can't get away from me that easy, Rathcon and old Fuhrer.
Break up my plans, eh? Take that! Ow!
Didn't think that love tap would stop me, did you? Pow! Now what?
Hey, Captain, take a look. How do you like this for the sizing up of the country?
Plans and locations. Every military industrial center in North and South America. Leave everything here while we call the FBI. It's time for us to clear out. Yeah, that's right, we got Rathgarden and his entire spy ring. They'll wait till they're fast asleep. The new saboteurs smash and raid. Little is known of a mysterious Captain America who was supposed to have subdued the entire gang with the aid of a boy companion. Their night's work done, the two friends fade into the darkness. On your dress uniform, Bucky. Major Fields has just invited us to attend another lecture.
What?
That's all I wanted to read to you, Rogers, just to show what this man's army needs. Wish I knew who this Captain America is. At Army Headquarters. Captain America and the Riddle of the Red Skull by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. A car pulls to a halt on Lower Broadway. But Major, are you sure you won't need me anymore tonight? Poppycock, go back to camp, Rogers. I'm in no danger. It's a prank, Rogers. There's no such person as the Red Skull. Good night. But sir, the card from the Red Skull.
Maybe the Major's right after all. No one has ever seen this Red Skull.
I still feel that something's going to happen. Well, back at Major Croy's home, now for something to read. This will do. I thought I heard a noise. Nerves was going back on me again.
Good evening, my dear Major.
What? No! No!
Don't, you're choking me!
The terrible face draws nearer, wide, hypnotizing eyes gaze deep into the Major's.
Stare into my eyes, Major. Look until you see death. Look at death. Look at death. Here is the first. There will be others. Yes, many others to look at death.
Later, the body discovered and the police are called in. Yes, officer, and I had a feeling that something was wrong. And you left him at the door? It's funny, you can't tell just what killed him. Not funny, fantastic. Brr. Makes me sure to see the eyes staring into space as if it's looking at something unholy. Well, outside the window lurks the weird killer.
The stupid police are baffled. Killing the others will be much easier.
Come on, Bucky, it's your bedtime.
I do feel a little sleepy. He's not looking. On the run.
You all set, kid? Captain America is going skull hunting.
You bet I am. Let's go.
I think I thought I'd better handle this alone. Wait here, Bucky.
Aw, gee. Let's without me, eh? Okay, I'll look up Mr. Red Skull by myself.
That same night, the Red Skull and his henchmen enter a door in an alley.
Keep your eyes open, Slug. We can't take any chances.
Okay, boss.
Of course you realize the main item in overthrowing the government is money.
Yeah.
Precisely. While I attend to military officials, I want you boys to loot the First National Bank. Death is the penalty if you fail.
Even as the killer spies make their plans, Bucky accidentally discovers their headquarters.
Now if I can only get away and warn somebody. Ooh, that was close. There's a guard post down below.
What's going up there? Looks like it's raining dirt. The battered roof edge crumbles away. Bucky topples down. Well, I'll be kid! Luckily, Bucky lands on his feet and attempts to escape the gangsters. Oh, no, you don't. Come back here.
All right, you asked for it.
My leg! Ow!
Wham.
Try your funny stuff on me, will you, see? Pow. A present for you, boss.
Show the London Slug. I'm surprised you don't know this boy, Slug. He's the capable young partner of Captain America.
What? He can't be.
Sure am. What of it?
We better let him go, eh, boss?
On the contrary, we'll hold him as hostage, and he shall look through my eye at death.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
It's me, you sap.
Captain America, get him, boys.
Help, he's a one-man riot squad. So you disobeyed my order, eh, you little rascal?
Yeah, but look at the nice party I crashed.
In the midst of the fray, the Red Skull departs through a secret exit.
So they think they're winning, do they? I'll be back with more murder. That finishes these babies, all except Mr. Red Skull seems to have left.
So I see. Well, it's too late to chase him now. Let's get back to camp. The next day, Captain America once more becomes Private Steve Rogers of the United States Army. Coming, Sarge. Private Rogers, fall in.
What's this all about, chum?
Can't say, yet something's happening. Something about airplane testing. Squad, halt! Man, I want you to meet Mr. Maxson of the Maxson Aircraft Corporation. He came in person to watch his new plane take an Army test. Glad to meet you, boys. There she goes. Good Lord, she's on fire! Like a flaming comet, the giant bomber streaks earthward. And once again, sabotage is struck at the heart of America. Oh dear me, such a lovely plane, too. Plane? My eye. What about the men who died in it? That's enough, Private Rogers. Fall back in line. Yes, sir. Later back in camp.
If you think it's sabotage, what are we going to do about it?
We're not doing anything about it, but Captain America will. Good night, Mr. Maxon. You can rest assured that we'll investigate this accident. Dear, it was nearly too much. I thought we caught, you know. Good night, General, and rest. Well, we wouldn't want anything to happen to America's greatest military genius, would we? Hello, Mildred. Sorry I'm late.
No need to be. I have a surprise package. Came for you today.
Well, wonder who's been playing Santa Claus? The package is open and a terrific Red Skull rose out upon the table. What the... This is your last night on Earth, General Manner. Already death approaches you. The Red Skull. Haha, a flimsy joke, I must say.
General Manner?
You!
Our gun is useless. Peer to my eyes, Riddle. Look at death.
No.
Another has met the skull and lost.
Major Croy, General Manner, Captain America, Bucky, and some other person. Mrs. Manner hears a shot, and gun in hand rushes into the living room. Hands up.
What have you done to my husband? No! Charles, speak to me. Charles not speaking to anybody.
You red devil, you'll pay for this.
You're wrong. It's America that will pay because I'll be master of all.
Don't look at me that way.
Look at you, ha! My death is only for important people. Footsteps.
Like an angry tornado, Captain America burst in the room.
I thought I had a shot.
What? You got up after that punch?
Burning full, have your light for that. There, take that. He's out cold now to get down to business. Look into my eyes.
Look into my eyes, eh? What kind of game is this? Our figure appears on the screen.
Weakling, wake up and look into my eyes. Look at death.
Excuse me, I didn't see you.
What? You little twerp, I'll mangle you.
Cap, get up, quick! Slowly, Captain America regains consciousness. Wow, I must have been hit by a gunboat. Trying to pass me by, eh? Nothing left but the old sleep punch. What? Can you beat that? The skull was only a false face. Good thing, and look who's behind it. A Maxon Aircraft Inc. Wait, it's Mr. Maxon. A hyperdemic. That doesn't make sense. It makes plenty of sense, Bucky. This is Mr. Red Skull's look at death. I don't get it. Your plan was to scare your victims out of their wits and then inject this poison in them, making believe you killed them with your eyes. So what? Just a killer at heart, eh? Skuller Maxon. That wrecked plane was your fault, too. It'll take more than you to lick this country. Leclerc attempts to get his death weapon.
I'm not finished, just watch.
No, you don't. Sorry, you can't have that. It's the evidence. The fool, he rolled over on the hippo.
Ah!
But you saw it all. Why didn't you stop him from killing himself? I'm not talking, Bucky. Hello, Federal Bureau of Investigation. This is Captain America. I'm phoning from General Manner's home. Yeah, so he's dead. Yeah. So, he's the killer of Red Skull. He commits suicide. Our work is done, Bucky. Onward, Bucky. They're the G-Man. Expect the body of the George Maxon, alias the Red Skull. It's Maxon, alright, but why should the head of an airplane corporation resort to this spy stuff? There's a piece of paper sticking out of his pocket side. I think this letter will explain the reason for Maxon's terroristic activities. When America is in the fold of the greatest Reich, the post of Minister of the All-American Industry shall be the reward of your excellent spy work. The Führer. And so ends the bloody career of George Maxon, alias the Red Skull. Back in camp, Private C. Rogers and Bucky relax in their tent. But the work of Captain America is never done as they plunge into new exploits against America's enemies. Watch for the next issue or the next story in this comic. There's so many stories in this comic. If you like Captain America, you won't want to miss Captain America's companion comic book, USA. Mr. Liberty, the U.S. Marine Undersea Guardian of America, Sky Devil, Young Reckless Daredevil of the Sky. Also, Young Allies, United States Men, Headline Hunter, Foreign Correspondent, The Black Ace, The Star. Comics featuring smashing action stories of the new great heroes of America, out about January 20th. And if this is not to do with Captain America, I'm not reading it. And I'm not reading because it's nothing to do with Captain America. Sorry if anyone cares about where the hell this is, because it's nothing to do with Captain America. And we're only reading the first issue of Captain America, not the Tuck the Cave Boy. Jesus, comics were really long back in the day. Now you can't get any story in any of the comics nowadays. Anyway, that was Captain America Comics #1. And I'll give you a little history. This issue was written, of course, created by Joe Simon and Jack Kirby. Before the war had broken out, it was already out, but in America was involved with the war. But they weren't, being Jewish themselves, were not a big fan of Hitler's anti-Semitic stuff, so they wanted to make a comic that addressed that and kind of showcased them in a bad light. Of course, it was actually controversial at the time because there was a lot of native German people in America who actually gave them death threats. But they quickly stopped once America became involved in the War of Germany, which is why there's not much war stuff in this comic compared to later ones. So I thought that was a fun fact. So yeah, they were being was being a little risque by actually making a direct insult to Nazi Germany at the time, and very controversial to showcase Captain America punching Hitler in the face. Actually, believe it or not. So yeah, pretty interesting comic book. I'm not sure we're going to read any more of these, but hey, if you want me to, let me know. Anyway, I'll see you in the next comic reading, whatever that will be. Bye bye.